Power flows to the one who knows how. Desire alone is not enough. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Autobots, roll out! We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes. Autobots! Reap the whirlwind! One shall stand, one shall fall.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello everyone.
Hopefully everyone can see us and hear us and everything works. Had always some problems, but it wouldn't be a Transformers stream without problems.
Oh yes. That's how we roll.
Do you want someone to do some hellos?
Sure, I can take Twitch. Hello, everybody. So, who we got on Twitch then? So we've got 30 odd people on Twitch. We've got Ramhorn12. He says, "Sup, old chaps." So hopefully he's not talking about me. We've got TBK81 saying, "Doing okay. How is everybody?" So yeah, is everybody okay today? We've got Pappy Blez, hello to you. We've got Overwatch 7275. We've got Burnout 73. He says, "What a cool trailer that is." Yeah, I love it. That's so good. He said another message here about the trailer. "Chills every time I see the trailer." Everybody loves it, Yanis. Who made that?
I mean, we did at some point. I mean, this is just snippets of all of different trailers that we have. Like, if someone goes through our YouTube channel, you can find all these like little videos with like the different combiners we created. And I think at some point we made this, and it was called the Michael Bay edit. And yeah, I found that. So when we needed to do a trailer recently, so I was just like, I'm just gonna use this because I didn't even remember we had this. But yeah, it is really good, and the music is amazing, and everything in this trailer is really good. So it's a bit of a fresh thing for people that be used to the other trailer.
Yeah, people love it.
Yeah, hum the music all day. I'll be the same. I was like kind of gutted when you start the stream and you just can't hear the audio coming back through the device. I was like, I want to hear the music. Cool, let's just do more hellos.
Yes, that is on Twitch. Who wants to cover Facebook? Fabian, do you want to do Facebook?
I think I'm gonna do YouTube because I cannot see
Okay.
Facebook.
I cannot.
I did put you on the spot there, so sorry about that.
No, it's just I cannot see the stream on Facebook right now. But yeah, no, it's joining us on YouTube is Deadpool, the Spring Trap Gamer, Michael Raby says hello everyone, Edgar Ray, Sulija, Bot Crusade Yelik, Crossbow, Cornell Bensick. We have Spinister, Chris Fons, Jaden Davids. Everybody say hi. Rama is asking there's Polish people on the chat. Light Dragon, Diego Polo. We have Gianni Games. And MetaBear is asking if Blur is coming to the game. We cannot reply to this right now. The Haro DJ Art, Prasham Pradhan. Hello to you guys. Sensuka Woza is also on YouTube. Gianni Games. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Ricky Lau.
People asking about Facebook. We are not sure if we are live.
Are we not live? What?
According to our stream, we are online, but I don't see the post.
Yeah, I don't see the post either. But I will link everybody to where we are at the moment while Dennis has a look at that.
Maybe I didn't press. So maybe there's another last button to press.
And that's how you break Facebook and WhatsApp and everything else.
Yeah, we're not live on Facebook, I think.
Okay, let's see if we can.
So it will go live soon, guys. Sorry about this.
Yeah, they keep changing the way to put things live, like implementing new stuff. So every time it's something different, new keys, new buttons.
Yeah.
We are live now on Facebook. Hey, Facebook guys, sorry about this. We didn't forget you.
We are here.
We are here.
Cool. We've got a question. If you want to take a quick question, Lord Galvatron is asking, when will Magnaboss be shown?
Not yet.
Yes.
It's gonna come soon, but not yet.
Cool. Hello to Lord Jagger. He's tuned in. Jetfire as well. Hello to you. So yeah, people are just still getting in.
Cool. I guess we can begin with the event information.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So Too Fast, Too Curious. Who could that be? We don't know yet. It will happen in the future. It's too soon to say, but actually it refers to the bug, because the bug are now in Earth, in our Earth, we're in our Transformers Earth. You are getting bombed from all these news feeds. Yeah. So yeah, it's this time of the saga for a 5-star shard prestige event. That means 100 prestiges to get up to 100 new skull crystals. That is like the old skull crystals, but better, because they have some 5 stars now. Up to 1,000 5-star shards. That's a lot. Tons of spark, combiner spark, battle boosters to help you through it, and super XP per battle. This is kind of a repeated model. We wanted to make it a bit short because we understand 100 prestiges is a lot. But on the other hand, it allows you to play as much as you want over the weekend. So if it has increased proportional rewards. So if you do like 50 prestiges, you get the usual rewards. And then if you want to go over that, you will get extra as rewarding your effort. But yeah, don't feel obliged to finish it. We know it's a lot. Just enjoy the weekend, do as much as you want or as you can. And yeah, enjoy this event, because it's a good chance to get these 5-star shards. And yeah, that's it.
Classic and solid.
Classic and solid, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we have bigger things to come and interesting things to come. But yeah, so far, this is the typical well-appreciated 5-star shards event. And actually, if you're willing and you have the time, you can get more than 1,000 5-star shards, because the crystals also contain them. And yeah, that's like a fifth of a new 5-star.
That's good. Should we jump into dialogues?
Sure.
Yes.
Number 1, number 2.
I always go Decepticon, but up to you.
I will go with Decepticon.
Oh yeah.
Soundwave. Status report.
The Vogue are active on Earth again. Multiple contacts on wavelengths they have used previously. Come on, guys.
Do we know
Is that sorry?
what they are saying to each other or collectively?
Or however the heck they communicate.
No, Ranamak. None of our fractal code breakers have managed to decipher their language, if language even applies.
So, what do we know?
At first, we thought it was random, a deliberately big moving target bouncing from one location to the next.
Only it wasn't. Not when we got that each of those locations matched. One of our auto sentry bases.
So, the VOC is taking away our optics and audio sensors on the planet. To what end?
Maybe they want us, you, to investigate in person. Spread us, you, thin, then pick us, you, off, one by one.
That doesn't fit what we know about the VOC, Luca. They seem to think in macro terms how best to eliminate us en masse. Freeze.
Chun chun chun.
But there's always method in their madness. So what are we missing?
We, as a faction, are rarely singled out. The bug see no shades of Autobot or Decepticon.
So chances are the Autobots are looking at the same scenarios as us, whatever that is.
Clearly, we need eyes in the situation, preferably someone we can afford to lose.
We have an approaching space bridge window. Perhaps some aerial reconnaissance of a combat bot nature.
One tasty geezer coming up right, coming right up. It's because you're speaking like that, Hyro. I'm like, it's making me speak like that.
No, because Soundwave is meant to speak like that.
Yeah, but Johannes, you're the expert to make a sound wave.
No.
You were pretty good. You were pretty good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Fun. So yeah, we are getting one tasty Giza.
So yeah, that's
The spoiler.
spoiler for the next combat bots. If people have seen the newsletter, you have seen them. So the next combat bots coming to the game is Giza, and which other one is the other one?
Dazzle Strike.
Dazzle Strike.
Strike, which is a very dazzling version of Lionizer.
So I wonder
Actually,
what his ability is gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting thing to see.
Well, I think some players mentioned as soon as you drop it, they want to see dazzles all the way around the bot, so they're expecting it.
Okay.
Maybe it dazzles other bots.
Let's see. I cannot reveal anything. We're just throwing ideas. If you have ideas, guys, just throw them in the chat. You never know. But make
Sure.
it. Everything is still open.
We have a question here from Amir from Twitch. He says, "Don't you think that HQ 17 is too high for Titans?" Who wants to take that?
I'll take that.
Sure.
Not really. The thing with Titans is if you start putting in the lower HQs, it creates a lot of complexity in battles because this is also like when you putting the Titan tech tree and all the other stuff, then it adds a lot of extra stuff happening. So extra health, extra effects, extra defense. So it becomes really complex. So it's better to just put it on the end game where people are kind of more used of like, okay, this is the final HQ, these are the final health, and then you can like accommodate for something on top. If you start putting it lower, it becomes like more kind of like you just need to math click, okay, what level this is building, and does it have perks, is it gonna happen, is this gonna change? It becomes quite too complicated, so we didn't want to overcomplicate the early game. This is kind of good stuff to put in the end game, and also it allows us to kind of balance the Titans in a way that you can start with a 2-star 3-star, but they're probably gonna be quite capable even for against an HQ 17, or they can still become and stay as capable for future HQs. So that's why it's kind of a bit end game. It's meant to kind of like, you don't want to like level up your base or go on HQ 15 and find a Titan there when you're still like trying to power level or getting up there to the end game. So the decision was made to only have them into the later parts of the HQ 17.
Sure. We've got a few more questions all around the same thing. Ability 11. Would this be this year or next year? When are the team planning to release the next batch?
It will definitely be this year.
Okay.
Like we have a lot of months until the end of the year, so it definitely will be this year, but it will be after we finish Titans. And yeah, like the new bots probably, because they are going to coming quite fast straight after, and then we can probably have a look on some of the other stuff that we'll be meaning to do, like you know, the new 5-star bots, ability level 11, they will come. But yeah, we do have like we were delayed on design for Titans, and then that everything needs to be pushed back. So we're gonna finish Titans, get them out, and then we can start moving to the other things.
Yep, that's some of the questions on Twitch so far. So if you guys want to see if there's any questions on Facebook or YouTube. TBK says, will the Titan update still be happening on the 21st of the month?
Fingers crossed. This is currently the plan. The plan might change if we find, you know, any last-minute critical issue that might derail. We are starting doing playtesting hopefully today. We're doing some other external testing already. We have tested it internally quite a few times. But like if we find some last-minute thing, we might have to postpone it because we don't have that many days ahead. Like balancing is not really the big concern at the moment because the progression is going to be so slow. We only need to balance the early levels of this because we're going to have the time to, you know, readjust some of the later abilities or some of the later stats if we see some problems. But just need to make sure that we don't have any bugs on obvious. So yeah.
Yeah.
Still ongoing. Unfortunately, we're not in a position where we say like, yeah, we have a final version, it's all cleared, all good and ready to go. So we might just adjust it. But
I had some other questions regarding Dazzle Strikes and Giza. Some people were saying that Giza was actually the weapon of Nemesis Prime.
yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, and why Dazzle Strike is the same design as Lionizer. So what the thing when we came about is like some of you have told us that we have not released a lot of melee weapons. So we kind of like bumped this one up. We looked at the option, and there's actually not that many melee weapons as combat bots released as toys. So we went into Dazzle Strike, which actually exists as a toy and is also like very similar to Lionizer. And for Giza, yeah, he is Nemesis Prime combat, but he will be equipable by all other bots that can be melee combats. Potentially a bonus if he's equipped to Nemesis Prime. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see if that works with the design. But yeah. So that's the reason behind it. There's not that many melee combat toy.
And I mean,
we want to bring more.
Hasbro has them as different characters, so why not introduce them as different combats?
Yeah, but we just thought it was just like very, very much the time to bring some more melee into the game because we had a lot of guns recently.
Cool. There's a question: when will Beast Wars Pro and Silverbolt be added to premiums? So Beast Wars Pro, it's been added, this content, so it's already there. That's Beast Wars Pro and Ramhorn, and at the start of the next saga, we'll have the other pairing, that is Silverbolt and Psychadacon.
There was a question like if you're not HQ17, if you can collect the Titan parts in the however we release them in the event in order to upgrade to those. I guess they're talking about, you know, having a 3-star or 4-star. Yes, you can. You don't have to be HQ17 in order to be able to collect them. If you get them from the event, you're gonna own them. You're gonna still have them. So when around the time comes that you get to HQ17, you will be able to slowly progress rank up to those star ranks if you had already like finished the event.
Press Hunt says, what is the best way to open new school crystals? Save them or open them one by one? I just want to get more 5-star shards.
There is a rumor there is like some people going on about like if you open them 5 by 5, you get more 5-star shard than if you open them 1 by 1. We can say this is not true.
Yeah,
this is just a bias. The way you open them, it's just faster, but the way you open them doesn't change the rewards. They all set the same.
Yeah, I suppose it's the perception because you see the 10 and then.
I mean, everyone follows patterns. Like you open like a cup 1 by 1 and you get good drops at that point, and you just like, oh, then there's something in there. Or maybe if I do it like not in the weekends or in the day, like in like during like the middle of the week, I get better drops rates. It's just perception because chance are it changes and the human mind see patterns. It's always always fun. I mean, I thought myself too, like I open my crystals midweek because I get better drops in it, but that's the game doesn't really care about that.
Everybody's gonna open a midweek now. You realize that. Somebody's asking if we will have to complete the Regenesis campaign to gain access to the Titan Unlock campaign. No, the only requirement is HQ17. So as long as you have HQ17, you won't have to even complete any campaign to actually have access to the Titan campaign. I mean,
there should be some campaigns. No, not like you need to have some campaigns.
Yeah, it's like first 2 or something like that. But yeah, no need to do Regenesis.
But I mean, at some point, hopefully by that point, you've already kind of done the campaigns to unlock like the power cores and
unlock the power core, the combiner lab.
The lab. So yeah. But yeah,
I hope you've done that.
You're going to need the Regenesis because the Regenesis is kind of as a ad hoc bonus campaign.
Biju is saying, can you give us another attempt to get the 5-star piece for Omega Supreme? Unfortunately, that won't ever happen.
No, because when you have an event where you give the reward that a lot of people have already got, then those people pretty much they have no reason to participate in the event. If you make it easier to get, so say like it's an ad hoc like reward in some part of the event, then pretty much like it cheapens the amount and the effort what the other people did. So there is no plan to reintroduce this as an event reward anyway.
Can we increase the spark in the Shanix store? Is there any plans to change up the Shanix store, Hyro?
Not massive changes. We want to add something like power cores divided between both and buildings, so you can choose between attack and defense according to your needs. I can do a review on the amounts, see if that matches the current meta or the economy of the game. Can't promise anything, but on the other hand, I am not against. Just check and see if it needs to be reviewed.
There's a question: see if there's any plans to bring that Energon in the Sonic store for all player level, not for all player level. It is there for the people that need it, the people that need a catch-up mechanic, but we will not bring it for everyone because. Like people who have already like progressed that far ahead, like I don't think that Energon is a problem for like after a player level. Like Spark is more of a problem to upgrade abilities and things like that. You need way more Spark than you need with Energon. So there's no plan for us to introduce it for higher level players.
Sure. I've got a question for you, Yanis, actually. Ramhorn12 is saying, can you clear something up for me? Will the big spenders be able to buy their way to the Titan parts and levels, or will it be based off players' activity and grinding in the game?
So mostly you can't spend to get it, but in order to I guess unlock the 3-star ratings or the 4-star ratings later on, they will be part of the event, and you might need to grind that to hit like I don't know 1 million point in the event in order to unlock that. So at that point, I mean free-to players can actually do that, but there might be a point where you need to be able to spend in order to be able to get that star rating. For the rest of the progression, it depends on how much you engage with your Titan in the week. So if you want to upgrade the tech tree, you need to attack with your Titan either in war battles or in normal battles, and there is a limit. There's a top cap, so like I think it's now 6,000 Titan tree XP. So the spenders won't get an advantage for say like I'm gonna do 200 battles in the week in order to get more of this XP and then run ahead. They will be capped, but of course like that. Even this cap requires you to do like at least like 20 Alliance war battles and win them each week in order to be able to hit the cap. So there might be some inconsistencies with some people, just they don't engage as much, they don't play as much, they might fall behind. The same with the Titan Spark is you gain it by doing the Titan Assault. And then there is some point there where some people will be able to, maybe if they have the 3-star a bit earlier, they might be able to clear the boss and progress higher. There is gonna be a bit of like, you know, skill playing there. So maybe some players will be able to get a bit more spark than others and level up a bit quicker. But again, like there is limitations. Like you won't be able to say straight away buy the spark from a bundle and then level up your Titan. You have to do the progression. You have to participate in Titan Assault every week and get as far as you can in order to level him up. So they're all kind of achievable free to play. There are the star ranks that you will have to, you know, achieve a good goal in the event, like a good limit, and that would be, I guess, the only area where you might have to either free to play but go really heavy on the event during the whole week, or you might need to get a small bundle to get you there.
Cool. Harrow, question for you. Arrow DJ Hat is asking, players who have the 5-star Optimus Primal currently have no way to get Beast Wars Megatron. Is there any way to fix this? So
Yeah,
they can see it?
I was thinking about it. It's
Yeah.
quite a marginal situation that you want a 5-star for your alt faction, but I can see that happening for elimination mode and others. And the idea is that you don't get a new player don't get confused and get the wrong one. That's why it's limited to your main faction. But I can check and maybe say if you have already your main faction one, the alt faction can appear for you to purchase for Shanix. I will investigate further. Could be.
Sure. I'm going to mention it because people keep saying it on YouTube. Somebody's asking if Hasbro can make a new Blur toy so it can get into the game.
I don't know. Yeah, you can ask Hasbro about it.
Yeah.
Well, wait. The last one is not so old, is it?
It is. Well, I don't know. They did this edition from the movie, right?
Yeah. Wait.
I don't know if they've done like a version, because they're doing now some versions which is, you know, kind of animation based. So they're remaking some of those characters to look like they looked in the movie. So
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
I think it's a pretty good version.
Yeah, the Studio Series.
The studio
It's from,
series, yeah.
from 2020, yeah. So it's just a year ago. Not even, probably. Yeah, it's the best looking one in my opinion. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
A sad dog.
Sat there behind. That was some attention.
I've got a question. Is there plans to implement a triple changer course still? And can we add scout cores? Who wants to take that?
So there is still still on the list. Definitely the triple changer one. For the scout, probably not, because I think at this point, even if they still maintain some scout behavior, they kind of like have been merged with the special class.
yeah,
so,
we don't really have a scout class anymore.
Yeah. So it used to be there. They still have like scout characteristics, you know, the backflip and stuff like that. But more or less now they consider it special. Triple changer is still a separate class, and since they are more and more, we said we should bring. It's definitely a good thing to bring a core specific to them. We want to do it. I can't tell why. I can't tell when. No.
Yes, but I think priority for us, I think, like after there will probably be ability level 11, because people are some of the players are asking like, oh, there's really soft on defense is so much less capable than offense, and a lot of people are saying they want more extra challenge. We are actually planning on making some additions on defense, some new cores. And I will take priority on getting some more like cores on offense, because we think like offense is quite powerful now. So I think they'll probably get some defensive love before we get another round of, you know, offensive love.
Yeah, I think there's
on the core side.
Yeah, there's quite a few players out there who think maybe the Titan Tech Tree will solve all the defensive problems.
Titans they were not designed for that.
Yeah.
Like Titans are meant to like coexist with the HQ levels in a way that you get the bonus for the tree gives you customization options, so they could give you a bit of extra more health or like some other like effects like resistance to fire damage or stuff like that. But they're meant to coexist. They're not meant to like tip the balance back there because the balance gap like so if you when we design HQ17 we pretty much design it for like level 61 bots like or 62 around there and not so much for the 5 stars. So now that people are like maxing up to 65 levels it like they have a big advantage because it was never balanced for that. HQ17.5 did increase the difficulty, but again, like when you get to that levels of the maximum levels, it gets a bit easy. Like things are easy for those players. So we do need to introduce more cores, or maybe doing some a few balances, or make some new stuff that maybe target specific strategies that people are using a lot right nowadays, to kind of allow to be some challenge. But again, it won't be like level 65s cannot actually win. You will just have to have the player think and like, oh, this base has this course, I need to readjust my strategy. I cannot just use blades, or I can't just use gold fire. I need to, maybe change for this. So just give the options and give more difficulties is what we're planning on do. But yeah, no, the Titan perks are not gonna change that because they're kind of meant to coexist. Though it will kind of enhance a bit the defense early on, and the offense will take a bit more time to catch up on the perk side. But again, it won't make a big difference. But they were never designed to do that.
Let me just check Twitch. Are we good with time? I don't want to keep asking you guys questions and then we run out of time. Did anyone ask about an additional upgrade slot this week? No, but we'll ask it again. Where's the third research slot? Are we?
Oh, I saw a couple of questions this week. They were there.
We'll see. Yeah. Again, like I don't know about when that's gonna come. Like I said, we're probably gonna do it at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know when the best time to do it.
Yeah, Keelel is saying, well, we've already answered this. Yeah, there'll be no repeat of the Amiga event, and we won't be putting the price down. I guess a good question would be for the 4-star part in the Shanix store, will that price ever come down? Because if that price will never come down, then I guess the 5-star part price will never come down.
Yeah, we haven't evaluated that. I mean, it was not intended to get discounted over time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we will never say never, like, but we don't have a plans, especially not in the. But I can't promise like in 3 years, or like when the game is gonna be. If we, it's like, okay, now there's like multiple 5-star combiners and it doesn't value as much, and we can bring it down. So I'll never say never, but like at the moment these prices are gonna stay as they are, because that's the value we perceive they have. So there's no plans to change them right now.
Yeah, it also takes into account the effort players put to get them from the events, so that would be a bit unfair.
There was a big grind for them, so it's also a bit unfair if you give it a bit easier.
Yeah. Mully's asking regarding the 6-year anniversary event. Wow, we're getting questions of the next anniversary event. Is it that close?
No, it's June.
He says, is there any chance of repeating the 5-year event? Well, I think I could speak for all of us that there won't be any chance of repeating that. That was literally a one-off, wasn't it, Hyro? Maybe 10 years, but maybe 10 5-star bots for 10 years.
10 5-star bots.
You need to get there first.
Just consider in 5 years someone will remind that us, to us, like, hey, you say 10 bots. Yeah. No.
Like, it's way too early to discuss it, but the game will be swifting like as the time passes by. Like, people like, even 5 stars, like they lose the glamour after you have like 10 or how many 4 stars. Again, it's just not as important. So things will be changing always. We need to keep the game like healthy and like have people have a reason to have them. So who knows where it's gonna go or what we're gonna be giving by the 6-year anniversary.
A 6-star bot? No, I'm kidding. We're never going down that road. People will get angry. We've got a question here. When will the vote for the next 5-star batch arrive? Also, will there be a separate vote for Decepticon and Autobot? Unfortunately, from my side, if we did the vote on Discord, it doesn't matter what faction you are because players would just put themselves in both anyway to vote. So yeah, there's honestly no way to stop that. But vote-wise, Yanis, have you got any plans when you want to put that up?
I mean, as I said, like we can just do it whenever. Like it allows people to see like, oh, there is some progress going.
Yeah.
We just need to sort out which bots we don't
The
want
list.
in the list, but we can put it wherever. Like yeah, like I would rather have that, and then I'm gonna like get the polls results, and then like at that point it will be past Titans, and we can start working on it. So like yeah, whenever from my side.
Cool. We'll get that poll sorted out.
Yeah, but yeah,
As possible.
what Dale said, having different between the different functions, not gonna happen.
Yeah. People would just keep changing their faction on Discord and double vote
It-
anyway.
it's
Cross
not
parity as
it's
well.
not just because of how people can abuse the poll. It's more of like, what if like we make the Decepticon bot being so much stronger than the Autobot, or there's something it makes things out of parity, and then you have the Decepticon players or the Autobot players complain like, oh, why did you do that? And also all the bots are the same, so well, nearly all the bots are the same in this game between factions. So I think it will be a community deciding which one they want. Yeah, because otherwise it confuses things, and someone is gonna complain, someone is gonna cry. So
Otherwise, we're gonna advantage the Autobots again.
yeah, because we always do that.
Just for the whole numbers.
Suggestion to add sideswipe in the vote. So just putting it out there, so in the chat.
What?
Suggestion to have sideswipe in that batch. I saw that in the chat.
That's why.
Yeah, became a lot better recently.
Still checking, yeah. What's last one before if you want to move on? What's the update and status on Blue Streak and Runabout? I don't know if we've said anything about those.
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think so.
No update then. Sorry.
Well, these are characters we know because
Yeah.
it's RG1, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Runabout would seem quite logical, since we have Runamark, but that's what I can say. Blue Streak, yeah, it's not really a plan right now, but yeah, as you know, we're doing a character every like 6 weeks now, so at some point, I guess all the one you can think about are like quite big, like Blue Streak. They will come, just don't know when.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay. That's some questions on my side. So Yanis, if you want to move on and show some, I think, are you showing some Titans today?
Yeah, probably can show some, although it's probably still gonna be the same stuff as we saw before. There's not like much other things to show. I can just remind people, I guess, how they look, and we can still do some questions or something.
Sure.
So everything is gonna be switching, I guess. I mean, right now, like in comparison to other streams, we now defensive perks are more kind of done, so people can actually see that. But I don't know if some of this gonna change, so the values might be changing. Like one thing we can say that has happened is, for people to think like, oh, why can I not just go down the attack perk and then just not do the defensive perks? It's not really, you can't really do that. Like when you go to the tiers in the perks, like there is a limit that says like that you need like to have 45 points assigned in order to start unlocking that thing. So the way this works is like you're gonna have to spend points in other things. You will have to spend some points on defense even if you don't want to. Other things that has changed, like we reduced the amount of extra perks that it takes to upgrade to unlock the level the second level of the perk, or the third or the fourth or the fifth. It used to be like 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now its level is 1. But again, there's some requirements that the first time you unlock a tier, you can only do 1 level, and then the second level will be unlocking after a point. So there will be some requirements, like you can't just like unlock warrior attack and then just go straight away all the way, put 5 points in there. So there are some requirements there, and some of them is, I guess, because we want people to, show love to all the perks. So that's it. Titan perks, they're probably gonna be some missing. Oh no, it'll be all there. We added some kind of extra stuff in there. So there is a Titan versus combiner attack damage. There is a Titan versus bots damage. So there's a few things that you can enhance your Titans. The passive effects that the Titans have can actually be increased by unlocking some perks. So there's more stuff in there. Yeah, so that's where I think we've been focusing currently in the last week. That's why we kind of delayed on going on the playtest, because we were trying to get like that aspect of the Titan perks to be kind of more balanced the way we want them. I don't know if there's any questions, because I don't actually can
Yes.
chat anymore. So let's
Yeah, I've got a question for you on Twitch. Basically, if you assign your points and then you've done them wrong and you've taken something you don't want to take, can I then reset my points and do it again? Or am I going to take it anyway, eventually? So
Not at the moment.
At the moment, okay.
You cannot respec your tree. But there is a kind of little thing that tells you, are you sure you want to assign this point? So
I feel
yeah.
like in this game we need multiple dialogue boxes of that. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you definitely sure? Yes.
There's an interesting requirement coming in from Apple shortly that allows players to say like, I don't want to play this game anymore, delete my account, and and there's gonna be a button in game that allows you to do it. So we're probably gonna have to put like 5 confirmation stuff on there. It's like, are you really sure? Like we won't be able to recover it for you after that.
That's a very hard rage quit.
Honestly, people will rage quit and use that button, so we need to put loads of dialogue boxes on that, because they will tick it in support. Can you bring my account back, please? And I guess there's no actual way to recover it then. Once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gonna be a GDPR thing, so we need to forget you, that we ever knew about you. So
is that the same for Android as well then? Even though Apple are bringing that in,
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know about that much.
Anyway, not to get too off topic, what we got?
There was a question about how many perks can you have active at once. It doesn't really work like that. It's kind of like you unlock them and they become active. So everything that you have unlocked in the tree is active in battle and in defense. So it's not a matter of choosing which one you want to activate. Every unlock is active.
What about bots in Outpost?
That is a very good question.
What do you mean?
So the question is, will the attack perks work on bot in Outposts?
In defense.
They should.
Even if you defend?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty much like goes through all the things in the battle, and it then checks like if it matches the tag, and theoretically we know, like, we don't differentiate like between attacking and defensive perks when we grab all the perks that you have unlocked as your account. We just take everything, so pretty much we will apply it to everything that exists in the battle. So I don't know, like maybe, I don't know, Outpost bots like not being at the start of the battle and deploying later, but I think it probably would be active.
Yeah. We've got a question here. If everyone has to level everything equally, won't everyone have the same perks and individually?
No.
Isn't that the case?
No, because there is, like, they will have to spend points, but we're not gonna force you to just go and max this to level 5, all of them, in order to unlock the thing. There is a lot of leeway in there that you will even be able to skip some of the perks and not even put points and still progress down the thing. And you, like, of course, when you start upgrading more levels, you have the option to either like, oh, I want to focus on this or focus on that. So there will be a lot of customizations and different options between base, and you can do whatever you want. It's not exactly like, yes, you have every unlock perks, you have to put points in there in order to progress. No, but you won't be able to just put everything on attack and Titans and not deal anything on the defense. You will have to do that too.
Sure. We've got a question here asking, eventually, then, are players just going to unlock all the perks, or is it going to get to a point where they've only spent so much and they're going to miss out on some perks?
It's not the spend thing. It's like how much you engage with the game. If you keep engaging, you can. At some point, you probably will be able to unlock all of them.
Yeah, ultimately, if you win the experience and unlock a certain amount of perk points, you will be able to unlock all perks in all branches.
Yeah.
It's something you can complete. It's gonna take time.
It can take
yeah.
time.
But there is, so going to the full completion, there is still some ways for you to decide which one you want. So you can get all the way there, but by choosing the perks you want first on the way.
And I guess when you're upgrading your Titan as well, the Titan tree is not going to reset. It's just the tree remains, and you just take in the highest level Titan, right?
Yeah.
Because
So yeah, when you upgrade when you rank up your Titan, it stays in the same level. You don't miss the stuff you have already unlocked. So that's passively.
Yeah.
And how do you get the points for the tree again? There is some question around that.
It's battles that you bring your Titans. So there will only have 2 battles where you bring your Titans to alongside your squad. Those are the normal PvP battles, so battle an opponent, and the Alliance War battles. We don't use the Titans in the events because we don't want to make events like more kind of harder or more like take more time, because we know people just want to power level the boss mostly. So just doing normal battles and Alliance Wars and winning them. So you have to win them. It's not wars. You get them from your alliance if your alliance won the war. Like if you progress and finish and defeat the base, you will get this Titan 3 XP. You will level up your Titan 3 level, and then you will get these Titan 3 points.
As time goes on, then, do you think you'll add more Titan perks? So when it's done, are you going to look to build on the perks?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll just try to keep them like an evergreen. We have other areas where we haven't focused or stuff we haven't put in the tree, so we'll definitely probably expand it. Because if people enjoy it, I mean, it's a nice thing to just keep working on the background and keep building up.
Yeah, I think a player's asked, will going hard mode grant more of this XP resource? There's no hard mode in this Titan Assault, is there? It's just you attack and you get onto bases.
I don't know if they mean that if you get more resource if you do hard mode or normal mode battles.
Yeah.
No, there won't be a difference between hard mode and normal mode. So you're still gonna get the same resource from that.
It is in Titan Assault, the battles are like designed and balanced for you to always have like a battle and a challenge, and it will just like.
I think they were talking about wars. To be honest. That's why they mention hard mode. It's like if they're gonna be getting more rewards because they're doing hard mode battle or normal mode battle, and no, the difference is gonna be the same. You're not gonna get an advantage. But hard mode battles give you more currency for your alliance, so it's up to you.
People are saying like it looks like Titans are going to be another game-changing thing. Is it going to change a lot of things?
It gives an extra element. If your Titan loses or wins, it will give you a big advantage in the battle. It won't massively change the game. Like theoretically, even if your squad is really powerful, we still need to do that balancing on the higher levels of the Titan to see how much it affects you. But I mean, maybe like if you have 65 or 5 stars and the battle finishes like in a minute or a minute and a half, when you rush it, probably the Titan is not gonna stop you. To be true, but if you're nicking of the time and then the other Titan kills your Titan and then keeps throwing like 5,000-6,000 damage of abilities towards your side, it will be a headache and it's something that you can't deal with. So you will have something to consider. So it will make some change in the battle, more things to think of for sure. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Sure.
Should we do some trivia though?
Sure.
Let's do the questions.
Can we see Triptychon?
We will have to make a switch around, but yes.
switcheroo.
Switcher.
Meanwhile, I can do the first question. For the trivia, as usual, thanks Nathan for the questions. As usual, if you know the answer, just write your player name, HQ level, and alliance. So if you are one of the winners, we can find you and send you a small gift. So question 1, it says, Titans can be divided into 3 categories: city formers, Metro Titans, and what other style? So 3 categories for Titans. We know city formers, we know Metro Titans, and what's the third one? Tun, tun, tun.
See if there's any questions while people have a look at that. How does a Titan assault scale? If the certain stars can only make it so far, does it prevent players from consistently leveling their Titans?
Well, no, it does scale in a way that at the beginning you cannot progress that far because your Titan is not very strong. But also at the beginning, you need a little bit less resources to upgrade. So that scales in that way. Like the further you progress, the more you need Titan Spark to upgrade a Titan, but also the more Titan Spark you win. So it progresses that way, and it's just like more progressive kind of thing. Yeah.
There is a gatekeep, like, so the final bosses in each node is gonna be, you need to reach a specific level on different star ratings in order to beat it. So first week that you get your Titan, you might not be able to clear the first node. But as you get the spark from the battles all the way to the boss, you will be able to level him up, and then you become stronger, and then you'll be able to beat him. So there is some kind of gatekeeper in there that, like, you won't be able to finish it. I mean, it will probably be a long time before you finish the whole of Titan Assault. But as Fabian said, like, we designed, like, the currency that you get will allow you to have a steady progression on leveling up your Titan. And the more, if you, I guess, get the 3-star part early and then you hit a 3-star, that will probably speed it up for you, because the 3-star is going to have better stats than the 2-star, allows you to more easily beat the first boss. But then the next Titan is a 3-star, and the Titan after that is a 4-star. So it will be gearing up. So don't expect to go and win it, but I think every week you will do better. Hopefully.
You will get some progress.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the idea. So, about the first trivia, we got some winners already. The answer is that Titans can be divided into City Formers, Metro Titans, and Mega Masters. Some knowledge from Nathan. Metroplex is a City Former, and his main alt mode is a city. Omega Supreme is a Metro Titan, and his alt mode is Transport for other bots. And Scorponok is a Mega Master, as his head's turned into a robot / Nebula. So congratulations to the winners. We have from Twitch, Mick from Arc Insomnia. From YouTube, we have Giles for the Wicked from Quantum Atlas Rise. And from Facebook, Dutch from Empire Asylum. So congratulations. You will get a freebie soon.
Should we ask us? Yeah, should we do the second one? The 1986 Transformer the movie got another theatrical release, but what aspect ratio was it animated in?
Ooh.
Cool. So we have another, this is a nice message. Jetfire says, clearly this has been a major project and required so much attention to detail to make it work. After 5+ years of new bots, HQ level increases, etc., this is a fantastic expansion. Thanks for making this happen.
Thanks. It's a nice message. Well, so this is the interesting thing. Like, I see a lot of people saying, like, it's not gonna change the the end game. Like, it's not gonna make things harder. Like, why do it in the first place? And it's like, yeah, we could have just keep introducing new HQs, but that doesn't bring something new, and it doesn't bring a new experience for me as as a Transformers fan. Like, I want to see Titans smash bases, or I want to have the Titan there. It doesn't give me like something new. Wow. Eventually we're gonna have new HQs, so you keep progressing, and it's gonna start being able to level up your bots again and all that stuff. I think Titans at least gives something cool, like Titans in a way that you can own and customize, bring more customization stuffs in your base, like not everyone is gonna unlock the same perks. So that's why it was designed. It gives you like some different options and something to coexist with everything else. So hopefully you guys like it for that. But it gon' change the defensive aspect for sure straight away. It gon' make the game harder. Are we still waiting for answers?
Yeah, well, we've got a few coming in.
Any other questions?
Let's see. It's just getting spammed over by questions. Sorry, Harry, do you have
There
one?
is there is an interesting idea from the Ender Koopa that says, outside the event, I am curious into those behind the scene elements. Are there any videos or documentations about how the development cycle occurs, from concepts to the modeling to behind the scenes, and how that goes down and difficulties during certain phases? So a documentary, explicit documentary.
I mean,
Soon in Netflix.
there are developer diary videos that exist on YouTube from the original release of the game on how we approach the bots and stuff like that. Some of that are still applicable to in our situation, but as a
I
team,
think there is something about the twins, right? With it.
There's a lot of stuff in there because I was watching the other day. So some of that information will probably be really helpful to see how it works. Nowadays we are a bit more scrappy. like we get the idea, we just go and implement it, because the team is like back in there we had like a 40-50 people teams or something. So now we are kind of more like just go and get it done.
Yeah, that's interesting to know a bit more about the industry. Loki,
there's definitely some like interesting discussion that like happens when we decide how a bot is going to look, and then when we take like a toy that's quite old, doesn't look really like our game, there's some back and forth with artists to make it look like Transformer Earthwars kind of bot. Yeah, that's interesting, but yeah, not so much documentation about like recent days.
Nice. Loki is asking, can we get Old Guard Crystal event for Christmas? I don't ever remember what's on that crystal, but I will have a look. And certainly we'll do something special for Christmas.
I can't remember what we did last year. I think it was like a present, wasn't it? And yeah, something like that. It was like Halloween.
Have we done the winners for the thing?
Yes.
Last trivia?
The 1986 Transformers the movie got another theatrical release, but what aspect ratio was it animated in? It was 133.1 or 4:3. So it's because it was made for television. It could be seen on television in the 80s, where you remember those television, maybe they were kind of like not exactly square, but definitely not like wide. So yeah, the winners are for this. We have Double Dealer from Skywarp Seekers, we have Warpath from Sentinel Warpath, and we have Blastwave 06 from Transformers TF Illumiboti.
Illumiboti.
Yeah.
Ten.
Okay. Nearly at the end of the stream.
Yeah.
So just a recap, I guess, what we covered. We saw the event for this weekend. It's an Alliance Totalizer event where you can win 5-star swords. We also did a lot of Q questions mostly about Titans, but in general. It's like silence. Everyone else, there was a dog. A dog bark.
Show the dog, Fabian. Show the dog.
Is your dog okay, Fabian?
Sorry, I was muted because the dog. I was like, I can't. It's just really bored. It's really bored.
He needs to be
gonna
played. That's why we need to get out of the stream.
Yeah, I need to get out of the stream and take him outside before he ruins the whole house.
As for the Titans, hopefully you're gonna see them next Thursday. Or if not, then we'll tell you when it's gonna be postponed. Right? But the plan is still to release them next Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully next stream they will be out and you already have played them, and we're gonna have more questions and answers about how the future is gonna be evolved and what's coming up. We're definitely gonna be next stream what's the new bots are gonna be. Probably also have shown Giza and Dazzle Strike. Don't know, they're not gonna be released, but
They will be released, I think.
They will be
Yeah.
getting released that
They're-
week.
Yeah.
Are they? Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
are. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
there
we'll
will
show
be-
that. We'll definitely show the next bots, and we might or might not show how Magnambos and Triple X will look. But
Oh yeah, it's that because everyone is
yeah.
asking me what about the combiners? Yeah, they are coming.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
yeah, they are coming. The art is being done, so at least we can show that probably in 2 weeks.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
Hope you have
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, see you in
good
2
rest of
weeks.
the week. See you in 2 weeks time.
See you 2 weeks, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.